For today's 5 minutes, we are at my childhood bedroom standing desk. There are no windows in this room. It is the room I grew up in, and it is where I'm staying until I go back to Indiana to move my stuff home before I move to wherever I'm moving. Yeah, so I guess I'll just talk about today. Similar to yesterday, I tried to wake up and not really be on my phone as much, and I tried to kind of focus more on something or things that bring me more inherent value than just scrolling on my phone. I don't think I did as good today as I did yesterday. I definitely think that something I recognized early in the morning is that when I, set down on paper on my notes app things that I'm going to do throughout the day, it's a lot easier for me to actually go through with those things and stick to it. Like I know that yesterday I had a notes tab with 6 to 8 things on it that I needed to work on, that I needed to go do, and I ended up doing all of them with no excuses, whereas today I didn't do that. I didn't have anything set in stone beforehand, and I ended up kind of just being more sporadic, not really routine based. I still went and did some of the things that I wanted to do, and I made sure to read my book, read meditations for the day, which brief little section on meditations. It seems, I'm not sure the timeline of which Marcus Aurelius wrote the books, but it feels like all of these currently were written at the same time, the ones that I'm reading. I think I'm on I just finished today, book 4, but a lot of them are dealing with a man in his own and how he's supposed to operate so that he lives a fulfilled life, and that one is not supposed to worry about what comes after one's life, but to only worry about the things that he has control of in this life. But I talked about that yesterday, but it seems to be a pretty repetitive theme, and I'm curious as I keep reading if that's something that will be very prominent throughout the rest of them, or if that's just in this section that I'm reading currently because it is of the way it was written. Maybe this was something that was on his mind quite often at the time, so that's why he dedicated so much time in these books to those topics. But yeah, still read that, still did my workout, still did my daily mile update. I'm trying to do a daily mile every day, whether that's running it, walking it, jogging it, anything. I just want to make sure that I can stay a little bit more active than just going to actually weightlift, because I feel like cardiovascularly that is not sufficiently keeping me at a place I need to be, because I just recently did a 335-mile bike ride from Indianapolis to Chicago, and I think that's probably the most fit I've ever been. That week before that I actually started it, and thereafter the week that I did complete it, some of the healthiest I've ever been in terms of cardiovascular. And then as soon as it ended, I started eating terrible, just kind of as like a reward, which really shouldn't even be a reward. And then I also took a break from like cardiovascular movement, like running, biking, anything of the sort, and just stuck strictly to weightlifting. And even that had some sparseness in between the times that I was doing that because of moving and certain things like that. But all of that's just excuses. That's not really something I should complain about, but I should be a little bit harder on myself about. Yeah, so the purpose of that is to just try and get myself to be accountable for that cardio that needs to be done. And I think that doing it this way, where it's a daily mile, won't be inclined to like really go over the edge about it, but it'll keep me at least working towards just being disciplined enough to complete it. But I do want to actually train for a marathon, maybe a few other things after that, but that's going to take time.